We are here in the real presence of Jesus in the Holy Eucharist in the monstrance. He's truly here. This is not a symbol. So Lord, with your permission, allow me to speak in your presence and tell another story about the Holy Eucharist. God is still in control of the weather. Hi everyone, this is Father Rocky in the Chapel of the Nativity at Relevant Radio in Green Bay, Wisconsin, with another story about the Holy Eucharist. So I want to tell you three stories of 3 times I was at Mass outdoors when it rained, and the celebrant of the Mass was St. John Paul. Some call him St. John Paul the Great. The first one was in 1987. We were down in New Orleans for the papal trip to the United States. It was a second or third to the United States. And in the morning, we had a wonderful youth rally with our Holy Father in the Superdome. In the afternoon, there's going to be outdoor Mass. I don't know, there might have been 250,000 people out there. And when we got there, it started raining like crazy. It was swelteringly hot. It was September 12th, 1987, beastly hot. And it rained like crazy. I still remember because I had a brand new tie, brand new suit, brand new shirt, and everything bled, everything got ruined. We looked like a mess. But when the Mass began, the rain stopped. That was 1987. The next time was 1992, on June 18th. And we were having a Mass with the Holy Father outdoors for Corpus Christi, and it was raining, and I thought, well, we should just move the Mass indoors, but they kept it outdoors. But at the moment when the offertory began, and the great miracle of the transubstantiation was about to take place, it stopped raining. The sun didn't go out, there wasn't any rainbow, there weren't any signs of sky, but it stopped raining. And then the procession took place all the way to Santa Maria Maggiore, and when the deacon came to bring the Blessed Sacrament back into the church, into the tabernacle, the lightning flashed, the thunder roared, and it started raining cats and dogs. I said, how about that? While Jesus is outdoors in the Holy Eucharist, God does not let it rain upon him. And the third time I saw it was back in 2002. We were at World Youth Day up in Toronto. There must have been 1 million people there. And before the Mass, it was raining so hard, it was going sideways. The wind was so strong, it blew the lights off the poles. It was amazing. Later, we found out that St. John Paul II was back behind the altar in a tent on a neither with his hands raised up like Moses, right? Praying for the rain to stop. And guess what happened? The rain stopped. And by the end of the Mass, everybody was dry, the sun was out. So what's the moral of the story? These are just things that I've witnessed. God is still in control of the weather. God is in control of everything. And God wants to give his very best to his Son, Jesus Christ. And we should imitate that too. And one way you and I can do our very best is bring a lot of friends next year to the National Eucharistic Congress in Indianapolis in July of 2024. Let's all show up for Jesus.